People in Alberta will be familiar with it, with what's happened. A little bit after 1 o'clock, an emergency alert came over. It was beeping on my phone. It was on the radio. I was listening to conventional radio. They said there's two extremely dangerous, they said, armed individuals east of Calgary. They gave the townships and ranges for the roads. They told people shelter in place, get in your homes, lock your windows, lock your doors. They're on the loose. And then they just left it at that. That was it. Nothing else was told. We weren't told if they were men. We weren't told if they were women. We weren't told if they were driving. We didn't know if they were white, black, purple. We had no idea. Everybody out in that area knew was that apparently there's two extremely dangerous people out there wandering around. Now, the details started creeping out through the day, and they came out through social media, not through the police. So people were locked down. Now, I'll give the details on what we know on what happened. A man was murdered by two people. The RCMP still won't give us any bloody information. It sounds like a vehicle was burned out in the side of the road. The man was a young man. He's a father. And he had pulled over. It sounds like maybe a Fortis employee had pulled over first. He was shot and wounded. The second one was a county employee who pulled over. He was shot. He's a young man and killed. And then they stole the county truck. This I know because on the Strathmore Facebook group, locals were posting pictures of the stolen truck bouncing around through the field with the murderers in it. But the RCMP still didn't tell anybody that a county truck with murderers in it was driving around their neighborhood. Why in the hell would they not tell the public about a vehicle that identifiable with known murderers in it and say, hey, watch out for this friggin' thing. You might get killed. If this sounds familiar to you, remember what these dumb buttholes did in Nova Scotia only a few years ago. A lunatic was rampaging around in a fake RCMP car. He killed 22 people. It was the worst police failure showing incompetence, disorganization, and idiocy on the part of the RCMP in known history. 22 people died. And never did an alert go out to people saying, hey, watch out, there's a fake cop car driving around with a nutcase in it that's shooting people. You know, some lives might have been saved if they'd have just said that. But they didn't, because the RCMP in Canada goes silent. They don't believe we are allowed to know what the hell is going on. So these two unknown murderers are still on the loose. This is the last information we know. The RCMP, they got away. They ditched the truck. A man is dead. A man is wounded. We don't know where they are. We don't have any direction where they went. We don't know if they're male. We don't know if they're female. We don't know anything about them. The RCMP know this because one of the people they shot was only hit in the arm and he survived. He probably had a description. He could probably say they were two men or two women or two elephants or whatever the hell it was. But the RCMP won't share that with us for some reason. Why? Why have they got a cone of silence while we have murderers driving around the province of Alberta right now? Right now. Shouldn't we know what we're supposed to be looking out for? No, they won't tell us. It's insane. And you know, this made it all the more dangerous when it was in a county truck with the branding and the logo on the side. Because if you're a rural person, even if you knew the emergency was going on, you know, people, even if it wasn't the wise way to go, see something like that as an authority figure or somebody they could trust. If they saw that coming up the driveway, they might have thought, oh, it's somebody from the county. Maybe the emergency's over. I'll come up my front step and see what's going on. And they would have been shot. They also, if we wanted to catch these guys, you had hundreds of people around there who could have been watching. In fact, they were posting it on Facebook. You get more information from Facebook than the bloody RCMP. And they're saying the truck is here. The truck is there. The killers are here. The killers are there. The locals tracked the killers. The Keystone cops with the RCMP friggin' didn't. So they got away. So they're out now. So they might kill more people. They might kill another young father. Because the RCMP doesn't like sharing information with you. It's been almost 24 hours since this happened, and the RCMP still hasn't told us a damn thing. We found out in the newsroom that there was a man killed and who it was because the county put a release out for the victim on their site, the Rocky View County site. And check out the Rocky View County site. Google the man's name. I'm sorry, I don't have it handy with me right now. And look on the Western Standard. We have the young man's name. There's a GoFundMe, of course, for his family. He's a father. And watch out, people. I don't know what you're supposed to watch out for. All we do know is that there's 2 dangerous murderers bouncing around the province somewhere right now. And the RCMP is refusing to tell us who they are, where they're going, what they look like. So whose fault is it if these guys kill more people? You know, like, this is insane. Not just insane with the stupidity, but the stupidity that the friggin' RCMP has done this before. And they haven't learned a thing. You go to the Alberta RCMP X posting site page, and I've been beating the crap out of them on there, and they deserve it. They're posting fluff. Oh, hey, everybody, watch out. We're doing an RCMP dog training thing in your area, so you might see a puppy. Oh, yeah, well, by the way, since you're at it, why don't you tell us about the 2 murderers you misplaced, you idiots? What is your job? Who do you serve? Who do you answer to? Who pays your friggin' bills? We do. You're supposed to protect us. You don't hide information from us, you incompetent boobs. You warn us. You let us protect ourselves. You know, I've talked about getting provincial police force for a long time. I had the RCMP union guys on there making excuses. They've come on my show to tell us why we have to stick with them. You know what? Screw you guys. Hey, we could screw up and make a bad provincial force, so we better make a better force than them when we bring in a provincial one. But I really see nothing to lose in dumping the RCMP right now. So either way, let's hope that these incompetent boobs manage to catch the murderers wherever they are and stop them before they kill another young father. You know, there's 4.5 million Albertans who would love to lend their eyes to it and help find these murderers. They're walking the streets in every corner of this province, but they need to know what they're looking for. And the RCMP won't tell us. Why? Why? There's no excuse. It's just disgusting. I'm disgusted with you. You know, I speak of the RCMP, not disgusted with you guys, the viewers. But what the hell is going on? What is the matter with you guys? 24 hours later. And so what is this telling me? I'll tell you what it's telling me. It's telling me, go to social media to get your news about crime. Screw the RCMP. They won't give you good information anyways. And they won't protect you. This is one of the posts from that Strathmore site, actually, as a matter of fact. This is what somebody posted after they had all the discussion between all the people living out in that area discussing where these killers were, while the RCMP, I don't know what they're doing, playing a game of strip poker or something, whilst they got away. This guy said, so the best thing everyone can do at this point is arm yourself and do whatever's necessary to protect yourselves and your family. The RCMP just gave up. They have failed the Strathmore area more than once, and honestly, we the people should end this quite simply. I'd be locked and loaded and sighted in. You know what? He's right. You might as well protect yourself. The worst thing is, unfortunately, not everybody's trained for that sort of thing, so it might lead to another accident. But what else are you supposed to do? The RCMP, these Keystone idiots, these Clouseau-esque clowns, aren't keeping you safe, and they should get the hell out of Alberta.